In Lisbon, the night belonged to one man. Gyökeres didn't just score a hat-trick, he tore the game apart. Every touch was decisive, every run a dagger. The opposition couldn't breathe, couldn't blink. This wasn't a striker having a good night, this was a warning. A signal across Europe that a new predator is rising. And somewhere in North London, Arsenal scouts took notes with wide eyes and racing hearts. Because this wasn't luck, this was domination. Cold, clinical, and complete. Sporting Lisbon knew they had a gem, but even they didn't expect this. A hat-trick that wasn't just brilliant, it was brutal. Gyökeres played like a man possessed, a forward unchained. His movement, unreadable, his finish, unstoppable. And now, the whispers begin to roar. Arsenal want him. Not just because he scores, but because he terrifies. Defenders see him in their nightmares. Coaches draw up plans and still fail. This isn't just form. 3 goals, 1 statement. Gyökeres has arrived. From Sweden to Lisbon, he's taken every step with purpose. But tonight, something shifted. He didn't just win, he announced himself. With strength, speed, and a striker's instinct honed to perfection, he dismantled a defense that thought they were ready. They weren't, and now, Arsenal is circling. They see more than goals. They see fire, drive, fearlessness. Inside Jose Alvalade Stadium, something electric happened. Gyökeres turned a regular match into a spectacle. A first touch that silenced the crowd, a second that left jaws dropped, and a third that confirmed the inevitable. This is no ordinary striker. Arsenal fans, take note. This isn't just a player in form. This is your next frontman, your new fear factor. Gyökeres doesn't just play the game, he bends it to his will. And if he brings that fire to the Emirates, defenders. It's not just the goals, it's how he scores them. The power, the precision, the cold confidence in front of net. Gyökeres is everything modern football asks for and more. He presses, he holds, he creates, and tonight, he destroyed. A hat-trick that felt inevitable, like watching a lion in a field of deer. Arsenal isn't just admiring from afar, they're plotting. This is the kind of striker who shifts a season, who defines a new era. Gyökeres didn't just announce himself. From the first whistle, you could feel it. Gyökeres was locked in body, mind, and instinct aligned. 1 chance buried. 2 curled with elegance. 3 a thunderous exclamation point. It wasn't just a hat-trick, it was an execution. Arsenal sees what he brings. Goals, yes, but more than that, intensity, leadership, uncheckable belief. He's the kind of player who makes everyone around him better. And for a club that's 1 step away from true dominance. Sporting's fans chanted his name long after the final whistle. Gyökeres gave them more than a win, he gave them spectacle. He was everywhere, holding up play. Spinning defenders, exploding into space. His hat-trick was a masterclass in control and chaos. And Arsenal, they've seen enough. They don't want to face him. They want to unleash him on the Premier League. On Europe, on anyone who doubts, Gyökeres is no longer a hidden gem. Every generation produces a striker who plays like he's angry at the game itself. That's Gyökeres. His goals tonight were ruthless like a storm let loose. There's no flair for the sake of show, just power, timing, and violence wrapped in precision. It's the kind of performance that turns interest into obsession. Arsenal's scouts saw a striker who can lead a charge, who can handle the pressure of the Premier League. One goal can change a match, 3 can change a career. Gyökeres didn't just score tonight, he convinced the world. This is no purple patch, this is a new level. A new name in the short list of terror. He plays with his chest out, his eyes sharp, his boots unforgiving. And Arsenal, they need that. They've seen the magic of young guns, but now they crave a hammer, someone to smash through low blocks in late minutes. Gyökeres didn't just beat a defense, he broke their spirit. After his third goal, they stopped chasing. What's the point when every move you make is predicted, every mistake punished? He doesn't just score, he dominates the psychology of the match. Arsenal needs that edge. In tight games, in hostile grounds, in moments where talent alone isn't enough, Gyökeres brings grit, hunger, and the kind of presence that shifts momentum if the Emirates becomes his home. In the post-match interview, Gyökeres was calm, no big smiles, no shouting. Just a nod and a simple answer: I'm here to help the team. That's the scariest part. He scores 3, and it's business as usual. That mentality, that's what makes champions. Arsenal has plenty of talent, but this is something different. This is ice in the veins, fire in the lungs. A predator who sees the goal as a promise, not a possibility. Gyökeres plays like a man who's been told no too many times. There's a chip on his shoulder, but it's made of steel. Each goal tonight was a message. I belong at the top. Arsenal wants players like that. Not just technicians, but warriors. Players who fight for every inch, every second. Watching him tear through defenders, you don't see a transfer target, you see a future leader. Some strikers wait for service. Gyökeres doesn't. He drops deep, wrestles defenders, drives forward, and finished like a sniper. Tonight's hat-trick wasn't gifted, it was earned through sweat, timing, and ruthless instinct. This is what Arsenal sees: a complete forward, ready-made for chaos and control. In the high stakes of Europe, moments decide everything, and Gyökeres is a moment maker. He can turn a stale match into fireworks with one turn. Arsenal's project has grown, but every project needs a finishing piece. Gyökeres could be theirs, a striker with the body of a tank and the mind of an assassin. His hat-trick tonight wasn't just for the crowd, it was for the future. For the scouts, for the skeptics, for the legacy he's chasing. He plays with the hunger of someone who knows he's just getting started. There's something different about tonight. It's not just another match, it's a mirror. One that shows a club what it truly is. Arsenal, for so long the hopeful, the nearly men, now stands eye to eye with royalty. And Madrid, unshaken, must confront a version of football they helped inspire. It's a battle of now versus forever, the young guns versus the old guard. But in football, time means little. What matters is courage. And tonight, under the lights, we'll see who dares. Gyökeres doesn't celebrate wildly. He doesn't need to. His goals speak louder than any scream. They say, I'm here, I'm ready, try and stop me. And no one has. Tonight, the scoreboard told one story, but Gyökeres told another. A story of rising power, of pressure embraced, of destiny forming. Arsenal has seen what the rest of Europe is now discovering. This isn't just a striker,